Hello, it's Holly with Ivy Co Creations, and today I've got another 14 days of Christmas for you. This was not a sketch, this was just something I wanted to throw together. I wanted to use all of these scraps up, and every piece of paper except for the plain color cardstock has snowflakes on it. So I wanted it to be my snowflake layout, basically, like the first snow, and that's what this one ended up being titled as. So I ended up playing with scraps and some of the ephemera, trying to see where things would fit and what I wanted to do, because with just one photo, I have a really hard time doing one photo layouts because I always have a multitude of photos for different events. And so this one was a little hard for me to figure out what I wanted done exactly. So I went through my stash and I had this sparkle tissue paper. And so I used that to back my banner that I ended up using or ended up creating to go behind my matted photo, and there's like 3 or 4 mats under that photo, and I needed something to go with this. I needed some sort of ephemera. I didn't really have any ephemera. I didn't know what I wanted, so I like the winter forest kind of style, and I had some paper that had this wreath on it, so I went through and I cut out part of the wreath. And so the tissue paper was taking away from that beautiful navy background, and I ended up ripping it around the edges, and I was going to leave the bottom, but then I decided to rip the bottom as well, and to me it looks like icicles. So I actually really like the way that it turned out. And I love the way that it ripped. It just looks like feathers or icicles, really soft and a lot more delicate than the boxy corners that I was having. And I kept trying to get this little card on it. It says snow days are made for family and fun or something like that. And I kept trying to use it, but it just didn't end up on the layout at all. So I had this sticker that says First Snow, and that basically became my title because I didn't put anything else on the layout. I didn't really want anything else on the layout. I just love this photo of my kids standing together, looking out the balcony window, watching the snowfall. And it's just a beautiful photo that I'm super glad to have caught. Now I was trying to find a banner piece because this needed a little bit more, and so I was playing around with things. I have some chipboard from the Snow Days collection by, I think it's Cartabella, 2018 or something like that. These are all old pieces. Nothing is really new. And so I'm just going through and trying to find little pieces and bits that will go together. I've got some little phrase stickers. One says Frosty, one says Cold Noses. So I just stuck them all down, trying to create 3 tiny little clusters and spread the view of the page around. I needed a journaling spot to say where they were and what they were doing. Obviously watching snow, but where and when they were. And I had this, I think it's out of a sticker book, and so I just added a bunch of snowflakes, and then I popped my first snow and the banners around it up on foam because it was sagging a little bit. I've got about 5 layers right there, so it needed a little bit of support. And I kept finicking with this little snowflake, and then I put it over top of the word noses, and so I was like, I just need to put the foam down first, then the snowflake. and stopped fiddling with it. And then eventually I added some shiny gems as my enamel dots, and I just like the way that it turned out. This one is going to go in my son's book, and I have a second layout coming up of the same photo for my daughter's book. Please check out the description box below for everyone participating in the 14 Days of Christmas. I'm putting videos up every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday, so please come along and join us.